Oh, right now it's probably been a while since I've done like a Marvel related video, but considering the internet is losing their freaking minds right now, if you haven't heard, apparently it's been announced that the first Avengers 4 trailer, previously rumored to debut tomorrow, which was Wednesday, well, which will be Wednesday, has reportedly been delayed due to the state funeral of former U.S. President George H.W. Bush. Now, we live in an age of social media and pretty much people's attention span being shorter than it's ever been. And this is a I want it now kind of culture where we have news information at our fingertips. And when we're told that something is supposed to be coming, we want it right then and there. And any delay will lead to panic and mayhem. How do I feel about it? Well, honestly, over the past 2 or 3 weeks, I mean, even like the Thanksgiving weekend and whatnot, every Facebook group or Facebook page that I'm in or like that's Marvel affiliated has been dropping articles and posts, even on Twitter, YouTube. Oh, the Avengers 4 trailer is coming out tonight, or it's coming out tomorrow, it's coming out Black Friday. And I knew that was just crap. It wasn't going to happen then. Even if it was, that would have been a nice surprise. But it was like the boy who cried wolf for the past couple weeks. I could not get online a day without there being some kind of oh, it's dropping today. It's going to drop the same day in 2018 that Avengers Infinity War, the first trailer, dropped in 2017. And, it got to the point where I was just scrolling through the crap, not even clicking on it. And I believe that the Captain Marvel trailer dropped last night. So yeah, within the past 24 hours. So with that dropping, I was like, okay, well, maybe Avengers 4 really is coming Wednesday. Not getting my hopes up, but at the same time, interested to see what the first trailer will look like. But then we have the news that's dropped like not even 30 minutes ago, and people are just going off about, oh man, this is stupid. Why are they pushing back the trailer for, this former president and whatnot. And I saw a few statements online from people who had the blue check marks, they're official, on Twitter, who work for Marvel, and they were pretty much making the good points of, can you imagine the kind of backlash that Disney would face for dropping a trailer like that during the, I believe tomorrow is labeled as the day of mourning, if I'm not mistaken. And I know some businesses will be closed, or they'll, get off early, or whatever the case may be. And, for me, like, I'm a YouTuber, so, obviously I can make videos whenever. But then as my side hustle, I sell things on eBay, and I have a few things that sold tonight that I need to mail off. But with I believe the post office is actually going to be closed tomorrow, observing the day of mourning. So for me, that's kind of like a, somewhat of a small inconvenience, but that doesn't really matter because I have until like next Monday to mail these things off. Not to mention, in my area, it's supposed to snow a little bit tonight and in the morning. So to me, it doesn't really matter. It's just, well, I'll just do it Thursday. It's no big deal. But I mean, I just know for like the younger generation and even people in my age group, probably thinking, who really cares? I mean, I want my trailer now. And from a business standpoint, like thinking if I were in the shoes of the executives, yeah, there'll be a lot of backlash and whatnot. But to be honest, you got to think of the majority here. Would the majority be mad at Disney for dropping the trailer? Or do you think a majority of people would just be, yeah, we got the trailer, so that's all we're going to be talking about? So we live in the age of controversy and people being easily offended. But if you haven't seen, I did a couple videos earlier today, one about the whole is Rudolph about bigotry, and baby it's cold outside being pulled from radio stations because of the Me Too movement and all that other stuff. And we just live in that kind of age where it's just like, come on, really? You just find anything to complain about. But from a business standpoint, yeah, I can definitely understand why they're pushing it back. And to be honest, and I might be in the minority here, I don't mind, because I know there are some people in my friend group who just don't watch trailers for anything. They don't like to be spoiled, and I just hate, those people, because that's less people to talk about the trailer with. But that's okay. I mean, for me, I know there are a bunch of YouTube channels like Emergency Awesome, Comic Storian, Comics Explained, Pagey, just to name a few off the top of my head, who are very good about doing I guess you could say, videos breaking down trailers, Easter eggs. So to me, that's kind of a cool little package deal, because if the trailer drops Friday, that means later that night and over the weekend, I have videos to look forward to. But that's just me. That's just me. I can definitely understand the anticipation of, imagine somebody saying that Christmas got pushed back 2 days because, you know, they were having the national day to celebrate the melting of Frosty or something like that. I don't know, the day of mourning for Frosty. And, you know, kids would be mad. I can understand that. I can understand that. But here's my thing with this. There's never going to be 100% on either side in terms of like, hey, it's the right thing to do, or hey, who cares? I want my trailer. I want this. I need to go to the post office. I'm expecting a check in the mail. Like, I can understand, like, if you have like a check in the mail or something along those lines and it's held up an extra 24 hours because of the day of mourning, I can understand being upset because you need your money or you need your package or whatnot. Not to mention, like me, I'm actually waiting on several purchases from Black Friday, Cyber Monday week that haven't come in the mail yet. But you know what? Another 24 hours, it doesn't matter to me. But my thing is with this, with the day of mourning, you know, show that same energy. I mean, in regards to whatever president happened to pass away. Like, for example, you have a lot of people, talking about the morning of George Bush, and if memory serves, he was 94, and I mean that's great. The fact 94, not too many people live to be that number. Like Stan Lee, what was he was in his 90s as well, so you know, he lived quite a life there. And George Bush, you know, he had his son who was in the White House, and not to mention, you know, he lived a long life, 94 years old. I think the thing I remember most, I was born in 91, but I remember the whole broccoli thing, how he doesn't like broccoli. That's my main thing of memory for him. And, you know, I happen to like broccoli, but, you know, I can definitely understand like the younger generation being upset, but at the same time, it's just like, you know what, not to turn this into a race or political thing, but let's say Barack Obama, if it was his day of mourning, would they not drop the trailer? Would post offices be closed? If it was Donald Trump, would they drop the trailer? Would post offices and other businesses be closed? Bill Clinton, you know, and the list goes on, just going through just presidents during my lifetime. So my thing is this, you know what, guys? It's just an extra 48 hours. Like, I'm looking forward to the trailer, but it's not something that I'm, you know, breaking my neck or, you know, running trying to get to. It'll come when it comes. I honestly don't care. I mean, just because the trailer drops a couple days late doesn't mean the movie is going to drop later in 2019. Then again, I believe, yeah, that's right. I think they already set the date for it in 2019. I haven't even kept up with the date because, you know what? Infinity War, Disney, they are going to drop so many trailers. But here's my thing with this. Same thing with the Dragon Ball Broly movie coming out soon. They dropped way too many trailers and pretty much revealed way too much stuff. And Avengers Infinity War, the same thing. I'm talking about the Infinity War that came out this year. They dropped way too many trailers, too many promotional. Don't get me wrong, going to the theaters to see for myself, still a visual spectacle. When I bought the Blu-ray on my birthday, August 29th, I've watched the movie like 15 times over since I bought the Blu-ray. Hell, I even bought like 3 copies of the Blu-ray from Best Buy, Amazon, and Walmart during Black Friday, just because they were marked down to $7. I'm like, you know what? If I ever play out my Blu-ray, then I got 3 more as backup. So, I mean, just because they're delaying this one trailer, that doesn't mean we're going to get like 50 more between now and when the actual movie drops. So, for guys, I get it. It's an inconvenience. You're probably thinking, who cares? They're going to have the televised funeral and whatnot. And I can understand that attitude and way of thinking. Because like I said before, there are some things I would like to get done tomorrow that I can't due to the fact that some businesses and things will be closed, not to mention the potential snow coming tonight. So just calm down. It's going to come. And that's really all I got to say about it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like I said, you know, the same energy in regards to respecting the day of mourning for former President Bush. You know, I just hope the same energy happens in the future whenever it's a you know, if it's like an Obama mourning day or a Trump mourning day or a Clinton mourning day, regardless as to whether or not you like the president, the party he was standing with, the laws and all he made, it's still, you know, just the respect. So that's pretty much how I see it. And that's all I got to say. So thanks so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. basically because I have videos on here that are a little bit more lighthearted than this one. And about Avengers Avengers 4, what are you most looking forward to? Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, as well as leaving your thoughts in the comment section below so we can keep the conversation going. On the left hand side of the screen, you should see a picture of Jeffrey Harrington. You can click on him in order to subscribe, but also hit the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content. Also, you should see some videos appearing on the screen as well that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy if you enjoyed the one you just saw. But also, be sure to follow me on social media such as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all my social media will be in the description below. And in order to help this channel hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to need your help. So make sure to share this video as well as the channel around with all of your friends on your own social media. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next video.